Adult relationships and how they are affected by early childhood, as explained by the attachment theory. First, an overview. We will define attachment theory, look at the 3 types of attachment styles, and see how childhood experiences affect adulthood. Then, we will answer 3 major questions that may come to mind when learning about attachment theory. Have you ever noticed that some couples seem happier and more able to work through their problems than others? Or have you wondered why some relationships work while others seem to fall apart? While there are certainly many factors and possible reasons for these scenarios, the answers may be more simple than you think. Psychologists have proposed a theory that attachments which are formed with primary caregivers during early childhood can have a major influence on future relationships. This is called the attachment theory. Through the development of this theory, 3 major types of attachment styles have been identified. They are secure, avoidant, and anxious ambivalent. These styles usually stay fairly consistent throughout an individual's life. The first type of attachment style is secure. A secure attachment between a child and primary caregiver occurs when the caregiver is attuned and consistently responsive to the child's needs. As an adult, a person with secure attachment will find it easier to get close to others. They are happy, friendly, and trusting in their relationships, and when problems arise, they cope by talking the issues out with their partners. Next comes avoidance. A child with an avoidant attachment style might have had a caregiver that seemed preoccupied, indifferent, or absent. The child quickly had to learn to fend for him or herself and not to rely on others. Adults with avoidant attachment styles are often uncomfortable forming close relationships and have a fear of intimacy or trust issues. They do not like to depend on anyone else, including their partners. When problems arise in their relationships, which are usually brief or much shorter term, they cope by distancing themselves. Finally, there is the anxious ambivalent attachment style. This style is most prevalent in children who had parents who gave them inconsistent attention while they were young. The child would become anxious because they would not know what to expect, and that inconsistency led them to become unsure and clingy. People with anxious ambivalent attachment styles as adults will seek intimate relationships, but worry that others won't reciprocate or stay with them. They obsess, easily get jealous, and have a constant fear of abandonment. Their coping strategy is rumination. And now, the answers that you've been waiting for. Research shows that more than half of individuals identify themselves as having a secure lifestyle. However, recent studies have shown a decline in secure attachment and an increase in avoidant and anxious attachment styles. So now comes the big question: which styles are more compatible with one another? Research also shows a noticeable difference in gender when it comes to attachment styles. Men are more likely to be avoidant, while women are more likely to be anxious. Naturally, secure relationships work best, but surprisingly enough, a pairing of an avoidant male and anxious female also works, because the styles don't defy social norms. A role reversal would not work as well because it is not widely expected or accepted by society. And now the final question: are attachment styles permanent? These styles are continuous, not categorical. They can be altered at any point in life due to both negative changes such as separation or divorce in parents, and through positive influences if an individual is aware of their style and working at making a change.
Created using Powtoon.